Okay, hello, my name is Andrea. If you have not watched any of my videos, I am 44 years old and I'm trying to have my second child, yes, at 44. Mainly because the only reason is because I did not get married when I was 25 like I originally planned. So I did not get married until I was 36. And so, you just can't make people fall in love with you or the ones that did fall in love with me I did not want anything to do with. So anyway, and then of course finding out that my husband's not able to have children once finally getting married was a huge blow. We are at Target right now. We gotta get out of the car. It's so hot, like it is so hot. I'm in New Hampshire. And anyway, I just wanted to say that here I go again, but I'm gonna get another ovulation predictor kit. I'm just gonna buy the pink one because I saved the purple holder, and I've shown before in my videos that they both work interchangeably, so I can use the purple holder here and there if I want to. But anyway, my plan this time though is that I'm going to get some easy at home, because I've seen people do it before and I'm very interested to do it myself. I want to take an ovulation test with first morning urine from 1 DPO all the way through and just see what the line does. I've never done that before, and so I'm curious to see what exactly would happen, and hopefully the line would get darker and darker and I would end up being pregnant as well. But anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're at Target and yeah, we're just gonna have some fun, I guess. Okay. I have just had about the biggest shock of my little TTC life. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am cycle day 5. Okay. It's all right. Everything's okay. Okay. My chest has been hurting so bad ever since 13 DPO of the last cycle, which I deleted and I'm not posting because I got depressed because I wasn't pregnant. And I also had my last pregnancy test was like on 12 DPO and it was negative. Well, actually it was, that indentation line that first response is now famous for. So anyway, the pain has not gone away in my chest. And I totally had a period, like a big time period. I don't want to, TMI. It was a good period to let me know that my lining for the last cycle was great. And that always makes me feel good. Anyway, I had some sharp pain in my ovaries, like a stab, on cycle day 3, 2 days ago. And then today, I think it was yesterday or today, again, I think it was yesterday, had a stab in my left ovary. So here I am, cycle day 5, and thought I would start taking my Clear Blue digital that I bought yesterday at Target. Yes. It was in the last clip. And decided to go ahead and take with my pink holder. And this is what happened. Cycle day 5. And I'm bleeding. Like I still have blood coming up. So okay. This has never happened ever. One time it happened and it was super dark, but it has never, ever, ever. And I played around with the idea of that I was really pregnant after all, and the blood was another reason, like that whole partial shed thing that's like 1 in a million. And I have to call and cancel the order of my sperm because it's gonna come Friday, and this is obviously positive. This isn't even just a flashing smiley face and you're like, okay. No, this is a positive surge, which means it could have turned positive yesterday. I really don't know. Why would I take a ovulation test on cycle day 4? I mean, I don't even have, I can't believe this. Okay, so this is unreal. Cycle day 5. Unreal. You know what I just realized? I could call back and overnight it for like another $60. But is the egg even going to be mature? Now here's the thing. I'm suspicious that just because your period's late doesn't mean the follicles don't start working on themselves. I know that follicles, the FSH starts like when you start your flow, but what if your flow's delayed a couple of days because of hormones, but does that mean that your follicles don't start growing? I could call back and have the sperm overnighted for a little bit extra, for like another $100, and it could get here tomorrow, and I could inseminate tomorrow on cycle day 6, which could be cycle day 8. I don't know what to do. Actually, I played around with the idea that I was secretly pregnant. So let me just take a pregnancy test just to make sure that I'm not actually pregnant with bleeding and everything. And then we'll go from there. I thought about that, like how fun would that be if I was actually secretly, I was actually pregnant and that was going to be positive today because, and so what's with all the blood and stuff? I mean, that was a period. I don't know what you want to call it, but okay, I'll stop rambling now. Okay. This is not what I thought was going to happen here. Okay. And it's gone already. It's supposed to last longer than that. And I even ordered the Easy at Home and the ovulation tests. I ordered that today. Here's the thing. If my follicles started growing 2 days before, like last Wednesday, I would be like cycle day 8 tomorrow. And I have read that some women can do it. And then I've watched all these other things saying that, here's my empty blank test, that, pregnant, that some women have just super short cycles. Now my surge could not come. My surge, okay, so the sperm are not going to come till Friday. Today is Tuesday. They're not going to ship out till tomorrow. I could call back and see how much more it would be to overnight it and get it tomorrow. If I can get the sperm tomorrow, if I can, and funny thing is, if they try to charge me a $100 cancellation fee, they do that too if you cancel the day before it's supposed to leave. But I ordered it today for it to leave tomorrow. So, okay, let me just stop rambling. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will set the timer for 5 minutes, come back and see that this pregnate will be totally negative and that I'm having a freakish, I knew it. I knew I was going to ovulate early. I totally knew it. Not this early. And would the egg even be mature? I believe that it would be. I just don't believe my body would kick it out until it's mature. So I could be on, like my FSH, I'm sure is through the roof. But that doesn't mean that the egg won't grow fast enough to be, I have ovulated at the very tail end of day 9, got pregnant. I mean, I conceived, I implanted, got a positive pregnancy test from an end of day 9 egg. So, okay, I almost thought I saw a line. That would be crazy. There's nothing there. Okay, I glanced at it, I didn't even Okay, now if I were that pregnant, it would be coming up right now, but I'll still give it the full 5 minutes. Okay, also I had the thought of, a lot of times people are like, can I get pregnant while on my period? And I have read before, the answer is yes. And I think this is how. Like, I have a little bit of blood that I saw today. I thought I was totally done, quit wearing a pad and everything since yesterday. And I had a little bit of blood today, and I'm surging. So this is people thinking they're still on their period and they're totally getting pregnant. So like, I got pregnant while on my period. That's what, okay. Anyway, I'm sure that the test is negative, and I'm going to call the bank and see how long or how much it would be to overnight the sperm, and if they're going to try and charge me a cancellation fee. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so it is negative, so I'm not pregnant. Okay, I'm totally not pregnant. Phew. Okay, I'm gonna try the purple holder and just see what happens here. So I called the cryo bank and had a good time. We laughed and laughed because, okay, so basically I'm paying $150 more. Okay, this is crazy. They would totally charge me the $100 last minute cancellation fee, even though it was going to ship out tomorrow, because it has to be done like 2 days before or more. And because I was going to have it shipped out tomorrow, today makes it that last minute thing. Anyway, so, okay. So, I thought, well, that's kind of dumb because I would turn around and spend the money again. But she said, you know, that, well, first of all, I would be paying $100 no matter what. Like, I've automatically lost $100 today. And then, but she said that I would be refunded the rest of the total, which is $800 and some dollars. And it would go in with the other 3 vials that are in storage. So I'm like, let's just do it, and we'll call this my miracle baby. And then, so, you know, yeah. Now, I'm still bleeding is the thing. It's just, this is so crazy. But you know what? I'm not going to dictate whether this egg is going to be healthy or fertile or not. Just because this is odd and never been done before by me type of scenario doesn't mean that this egg coming up isn't the one. Now, if I had a fertile husband and we could just do it, then I would do it, and this wouldn't be an issue. I bought out of the commercial bank part of it, so I still have my 3 in storage, and then there were 3 for anyone to buy, and I bought 1, so now there are 2. So 5 exist in the world right now. And that are left. So I'm gonna get my sperm tomorrow and inseminate. The minute I get that intense middle schmerz pain, I am thinking about getting some pre-seed just in case cervical mucus does not really show up tomorrow. That doesn't mean it's not in there, but you know, I'm not gonna be experiencing globs and globs, I'm sure, since I still had a little bit of blood today. Cycle day 5. However, if my follicles did start growing 2 days prior, because I did not start this period until 15 DPO, when I usually start my period on 12 or 13. So what if my follicles started growing on 12 or 13, and I'm really actually cycle day 5, 6, 7, you know, 7 and 8 and 9, you know what I mean? So, oh my gosh. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? All right, well, I will get my sperm tomorrow and let you know what happens. Okay, so I probably have another 40 seconds here. It'll probably be, now I've proven both ways that sometimes it'll show up right away after even being reset. And sometimes, and one time it showed up an empty circle because it's calculating to your baseline or whatever. So so it's negative, but let's take a look. Okay, So I've seen it both ways. I had a smiley face the one time I did prove. Wow, where'd you get that marker? Ooh, are you writing on the walls with this permanent Sharpie permanent marker? Oh, God. Okay. I hope it all stayed on this piece of paper because that would be excellent. Okay, did not know she had a Sharpie permanent marking pen. Okay, so that's totally positive. This is what happened last time. Now, listen to this. I did this experiment with a urine that got me a positive pink. I did it again with purple, and it came up a smiley face, a static smiley face in that video. I tried it again when this purple reset itself with the 3 icons, did it again with a urine that gave me a positive, and it came up the empty circle, but yet with the positive lines. So I thought, okay, now that it's done that whole setting to the baseline thing, I did another stick, but in the same urine, and it came up negative, you know, an empty circle again, but with, you know, matching lines. When I did a different urine, the very next urine I did, it was a static smiley face. So much for cycle day by day ovulation testing. Surprise. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna have to do now is test to make sure my positive is still positive, and hope and pray that, I have no idea when this started. I have no idea when this started. This could have started yesterday and I could ovulate tonight. That's very stressful. But if I ovulate tonight, I've proven that my eggs are good for at least 14 hours. And so, because I've gotten pregnant off of 14-hour-old eggs. And yes, Hannah, it's hot up here. Where'd you find that calculator? So I swear, if you ever lose anything, just have a toddler find it for you. She can find anything. She brings up stuff I had no idea I had. I'm like, where did that even come from? How does that even exist? Anyway, I'm kind of excited. This is very intense. This is thrilling. So, yeah, I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm not going to say, well, it can't possibly be mature right now because it's way too early. Who knows? Who knows that? Only God knows that. God is the one making my baby. I am doing what I need to do, and God's going to do what He's going to do to make this child. So I'm just going to get excited about it. So anyway, sperm come tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I almost forgot. I always like to show the line. Those are some dark, dark lines. Okay. Anyway, when they dry, it gets lighter, and so it's, you know, that's why I ordered the easy at home strips, because I wanted lines that weren't gonna really change when they dried for my little experiment in the luteal phase, which I think they're due to come on Thursday, which would be 1 DPO because today's Tuesday. So they're gonna come right in the nick of time for me to do my little luteal phase experiment, although because I have 18 sticks left, yeah, I could use these too, but since they're so expensive, and if I don't get pregnant this round, then I'll have a lot of test sticks left over for the next time. Okay, so it is June 9th, Wednesday, and I took a clear blue digital pink test this morning at about 11 a.m. and it came up negative, so it was an empty circle, and the line, when I popped the test out, the test line was just a little bit lighter than the control. So, so my surge totally ended at some point in the morning or whatever. But I ovulated sometime this afternoon, I think. So I didn't have the severe pain that I normally have, but there was a lot of pressure in my left ovary as I was doing a bunch of house cleaning. So anyway, my Easy at Home came, and it's just the pack that comes with all of the ovulation tests, the 50 ovulation tests and the 20 HCG tests. And I'm actually going to take an ovulation test right now just to see how light or dark this test is. Even, you know, my search is totally over, and so it should be lighter. It won't match. But, and then I just want to test every morning with first morning urine, 1 DPO all the way to 6, just to see what the lines look like and if they get super light and then even start getting darker again, hopefully meaning that I'm pregnant. But anyway, I just kind of curious and just wanted to do this just for the fun of it because I'm curious. So anyway, I'm going to take one of these right now just to see what the OPK looks like. Okay, so it has lightened up pretty good. I mean, but you know, I never did test originally with these. So, but this is what it looks like almost 12 hours after I got my negative, because it is 8 o'clock right now. So anyway, but this is a good starting point anyway for my DPO experiment. So I'm gonna do tomorrow morning and see how it fades and see if it gets darker after that. That's it for this video. I'm very interested to see what the lines do in a luteal phase. I've never done that before, and I'm sure that many people have done that. And I've seen line progressions where people carry it through, but I never really paid much attention to it. But I've seen a lot of videos where girls take an ovulation test right along with their pregnancy test. So I have seen those. So anyway, but I've never done it, so I'm interested to do it. So anyway, but that's it for this video. So please subscribe, like, follow along. I am trying very hard to get pregnant before my donor runs out of sperm. And once he runs out of sperm, it's over for me. If I were 34 instead of 44, I would just get a new donor, but 44 years old. So anyway, I'm just, you know, I don't want to get into any more debt than I already am. I mean, this is so expensive, it's ridiculous. So anyway, not that my baby isn't worth it. I mean, trust me, when I decided to do IVF, I didn't care how much any of it cost. I was willing to go into horrific debt and financial destruction just to have a baby, because that's how desperate I was to have a child. So, and then in the end, purchasing 4 vials of sperm for roughly $1,600 and getting pregnant naturally with at-home insemination. So anyway, if you are interested in any of that, please continue to follow along, and I will see you. I'm probably going to start my next video starting at 1 DPO and just see what the tests do. So it'll be kind of fun, something different. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.